G. What's going on? Let's see if we can get the energy and the vibe right. Let's see. My son is funny. Better have made up that bed. What's going on? I hope the energy and the vibe is right. What's going on? Tay Kelly, what's going on, my brother? Hey, what's going on, man? I just want to say a few things. One thing to you, man. I definitely had you in mind. My guy Tay Kelly, man. He had a wonderful event last night out here in Norfolk, Virginia. Yesterday, man. They really tore it up last night, man. I wish I was in attendance, actual and physical attendance, but I know I was there in spirit. But the energy and the vibe was amazing. It was really amazing. I saw a lot of the footage. My wife Shireen came back and told me Carl couldn't do nothing but tell me about a lot of good things, man. My brother, you will be a chairman. Your first event, packed out event. People were there in attendance and listening and really paying attention, and the vibe was righteous at the end. And y'all got, and even at the end, y'all guys broke bread. That's even more. That's very important when you partner or you're in business with somebody, right? And at the end of these shows and events, it reminds me when I used to, get to go recording. And after our recording sessions, we would go break bread, go eat food. And then build on what just happened. And then going forward, you're going to see how it does. Nothing but get better, man. It's going to do nothing but get better from here, bro. Right? You just take what you already know, what you've already been doing, your talent and your skill set, your personality. You have a very winning personality, my friend. And you're a leader. You're a leader. You established presence, and that was definitely seen last night. So you can see how you can establish yourself even more and build upon what you've already accomplished in such a small time. So, man, I tip my hat to you, man. Congratulations, man. I enjoy that energy. I woke up this morning, and one of the things that came to my mind, am I being intentional enough? Right? I woke up. Typically, I'm going to sleep late, right? So I wake up. By the time I wake up in the morning, I'm tired. I'm going to sleep at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I really have to change that schedule, because by the time I'm getting up is the time that things have happened already. Things are happening already. And there's something I was saying to myself. Am I utilizing my time wisely? Right? Am I feeling myself? We can always get better, right? We can always get better. We can always get better. We can always do better. I think that first begins by acknowledging where maybe your deficiency is, right? So I kind of had to forgive myself. I had to forgive myself because I don't believe my actions were I don't feel like they were matching my intentions. My intentions are greater than my actions. I know I need to balance that a lot better and do more, right? Utilize the time wisely, because I'll admit, I find myself getting distracted, right? I find myself getting distracted in the middle. I might be doing something and my mind just says, I don't want to do this. I want to focus on something else. And it's taking away, it's hindering my growth. I believe it's hindering my growth. Maybe it's hindering your growth too, right? I'm talking to me, I'm talking to you at the same time, whoever's listening. Whoever this message is for, and I hope it's received positively. So I kind of had to forgive myself and forgive those that are watching me. I feel like I'm not. I just feel like I'm not giving it. I may not be giving it my all. Right? Whether it's business, parenthood, relationships. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled. And I gotta remember, sometimes, Dre, you're human, and I have to be superhuman, right? I want to be superhuman. So So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up with a schedule. I'm going to come up with more schedules, man. I need to stick to the script, stick to the schedule, man. I need to get up at least at 6:30 in the morning. I need to be up at 6:30. I don't care what time I've gone to sleep. There's a chairman in our business. His name is Nino Keys. And one session that he had, usually at 9 o'clock in the morning, he comes on. He does a lot of motivational speaking and upliftment early on in the morning, about 9 o'clock in the morning. In one session, I believe it was last week, he was hanging out all night, right? Talking about how he was hanging out with his partner of his. You know, he's riding around in the Ghost, riding around in the Phantom, and he was just enjoying the night. I believe he was out in Miami. You know, everybody having a good time. Everybody's having a good time, but he came in late. He said he didn't get in until about 5 o'clock in the morning. But he still was up in time, even though he was immensely exhausted. You could tell a little bit, but the point was that he still went through with the process because he knows he has thousands of people depending or waiting to hear him at 9 o'clock in the morning. So what does that tell me? That no matter how much I stay up at night, I maybe just because I'm doing IPA at night, right? I still need to be up at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. Between 6:30 and 7 o'clock, I need to be boots on the ground and get to it. Because I'm not working this is the thing about when you go into entrepreneurship and you go into business for yourself. You can get out of routine, right? When I was studying for my real estate exam, I would stay up to 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, right? 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm busting my behind. But I still would make sure that I would get up on time to be to work on time. Early in the morning, I had to be to work at 9 o'clock in the morning. I still would make sure if I get up no matter. But I find myself not doing that now. Right? I have to consistently remind myself, Dre, you have to work your business like you would work your 9 to 5. Now I find myself telling my teammates that, telling others that. But I have to really take my own medicine to heart and mind and follow through on it, right? Because you can't just simply talk that life. You have to live that life. This is the things that I'm telling myself. You know, if it applies to you, then great. If it applies to you, then great. But there's certain habits that that along the way that I feel like I've taken on that are not helping me. It's not IPA. It's not income producing activities. And I always have to consistently remind myself, Dre, huh?
Can I go outside?
Yeah, you go outside for a little bit. My son. Right? I have to consistently remind myself that, you are in business for yourself, even though you're not in business by yourself, but I'm in business for myself. So what I do with my time, it really does matter. It all matters. I got to do better. Because I want better. And I want more. Because I want more, and because this is entrepreneurship is what I want to do, because by choice, I put myself in this position. I got to consistently remind myself, like, Dre, you have to get your behind up. You have to read these books. You have to read 10 pages, at least 10 pages, 10 to 15 pages a day. Right? You got to get up. You got to make sure that your son and your daughter is up in time so they can, do their virtual schooling. Don't crawl back in the bed. Dre, maybe just jump in the shower. Take a cold shower. Certain things that I got to do that I got to remind myself, look, you got to do it. My muscle memory, right? My success is only depicted, my success is only determined by the efforts that I have divulged to myself, to my business, right? Am I taking care of my surroundings? Am I taking care of myself? So are you taking care of yourself? Are you taking care of your surroundings? Are you getting up on time, right? It takes a lot of discipline, right? When you have this level of comfort. But there's no reason to be comfortable because I have not made it. right? There's no reason for you to be comfortable because you have not made it, right? And this statement just applies to those that are in that position. Have you made it? Right? So, yeah, that's something that was just on my mind. I just felt like sharing that, man. So we're going to turn up the volume. Dre Lavelle is going to be turning up the volume. This is one of my Facebook pages. I also have Dre Lavelle. I definitely would love it if you just go over there and check it out. Just pull up Dre Lavelle, DRELOVELL, and definitely subscribe to the channel, right? Subscribe to the page, right? Go ahead and follow me. Go ahead and follow me. I'm going to be dropping some jewels and dropping some nuggets. Definitely drop a lot of jewels, dropping nuggets. We're going to be doing some reading. I definitely want to go over some literature. Let you know what we got going on in our business. What we got coming up. A lot of daily events. We want to go over IPA. Maybe we'll come up with a segment based on IPA, right? I don't want to give out too many jewels, right? Too many nuggets, right? I don't need nobody copy my ideas, right? But that's all right because I copy from the right cat too. So I can get these ideas. I just follow through. So, again, man, I want to give a big shout out to my guy, Tay Kelly, man. Had a great night last night. They delivered, man. It was his first live event out in Norfolk, Virginia. He was out there showing people how to trade in the world's largest financial market in the world and how you can capitalize on it, right? Eliminating all fear and doubt, right? We got to eliminate fear and doubt in our hearts and minds because those are the things that are keeping us, a lot of us, from getting where we need to be. A lot of us are sitting on that 95% side of life, right? Of the cash flow quadrant. A lot of us are sitting on the left side of money. Too long. Some of us think that in the right side of money, you got your business owners and your entrepreneurs as well as your investors. I mean, even though that represents about 5% of the population, right? That represents about 5% of the population. Sometimes we think that because if you're self-employed, that you're an entrepreneur, that you're a business, right? And you're in business, but the thing about being self-employed is if you don't work, right? If you stop working, does it still produce an income for you? Does it produce an opportunity for you? And only you can answer that, right? Right? You can answer that. You know what your schedule is. A lot of us, if you dedicate 8 hours a day to our job, we call it quits. There's nothing else to do. But again, if you don't make enough money, you got to dedicate more time to it. So my business, what we teach and what we educate people in is how to utilize your time wisely and focus more on the right side of the quadrant. Right? How do we get over to that 5%, that 1%, or that 4%, depending on which part you want to be in, right? So, Tonight I'm having an opportunity call. I would love for you to, if you leave a comment down below, like, share, definitely going to leave some information for you in your inbox. You can attend tonight. We're actually showing people how to trade. So we're going to definitely be placing a few trades. Then we're going to go over some information, and we're going to show you how we compound, grow that money, again, in the world's largest financial market in the world. The foreign exchange, again, is a it's a $7+ trillion a day market, right? How can you gain access to something like that, right? This is not the stock exchange. It's not a little thing. This is something that we all have been a part of. I recently just found, not recently, but a while back, I had found out that even just because information hasn't been dispersed, right? Just because valuable information hasn't been dispersed to the masses doesn't mean that it does not exist, right? It's not a hoax or anything like that, right? I know growing up, I was told about stocks. I was told about, how I should invest my money in various things, right? I didn't know about the foreign exchange market. I didn't know it existed. Well, I mean, back then, nobody could afford it. But today, because of technology, that stuff is easily accessible, right? And just because we hear about the Reserve, right? We hear about the Federal Reserve. That's just a bank cartel. They're not even, the government doesn't even own that. It's not even a part of the government, right? Stuff you hear about, even taxes. So just because you don't hear about it, just because it wasn't brought to you in school or something like that, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. If you attend, come and attend tonight. Come to tonight, and we're going to show you how it is, or what it's like to trade in the world's largest financial market, and why it is even important to you. So we're going to get back to the IPA. We're going to get back to. I'm going to get back to being on my job, right? More IPA, more income producing activities, more visibility, right? Let's turn up the volume. Let's turn up the notch, right? Andrea, what's going on? Chris, what's going on? What's going on? Damien, what's going on? Right? Tap in. And I'm glad you guys are watching. Later on, leave a comment. That's what I want. Can you leave a comment down below? All right. Andrea, tell Box I said what's going on. Tap in, tap in, tap in. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Dre Lavelle. I need to get back to some other income producing activities. And I'll see you on the call tonight. We having it at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are also having it at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Zoom opportunity calls at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Leave a comment below and I will send you the link. Tap in and let you know what you need. Peace.